Do you know the difference between real power and egoic power? Something I talk about with my clients a lot is about the idea of power, power dynamics, and how we play with those. So if we've not met before, nice to meet you. My name is Amanda. I'm the founder of Alaya Rose Healing and Pleasure. I help people connect with their most authentic, free, and expressed selves in this life. And one of the things we were talking about, so I was on a coaching call and we were talking about this idea of power, and it started to become clear to me that there's a couple different types of power, and I wanted to really simplify it. And there's real power and then this kind of false power. So most of the time when we think about power, we're actually referring to this idea that I'm calling egoic power, which is all related to your doing, what you've actually done, what you've actually achieved, what you're going out there, what you're doing, the position you've achieved in society, the credibility you've built based on what you've done, that we do these things to earn this position of power. And that can be an absolutely credible place to have power in your life, but it is all related to the circumstance. So if you take away what you've done, if your reputation is harmed in some way, you actually lose that power. It's not grounded in anything that's substantial, anything that is real. So then that brings me to, what is real power? To me, real power is the power of our being. It is the power of the life force that is within us, that is alive within us, the energy of the heart that connects us to our deepest desires and helps us to navigate this world in a way that we are aligned, that we are in integrity, that we are aligning with our heart's desires, and that we are fully connected to our power and our power to choose how we live in our life just based on our being. So our power is inherent. It's not something I need to prove. It's not something I need to earn. It's not something I need to get. It's not something that is outside of myself. That true power exists by simply being here, connecting to your essence, to your being, to being alive in this moment, to being open to what is available here and now. And for me, this power feels so much more stable. It feels so much more connected to a source and an energy that is greater than I am. It is the same energy that allows us to really feel connected to one another. So think about it. You can think about somebody that is just like, wow, they're so embodied. Like, that is a person that is connected to their own personal power, the power of their being, versus the power of their doing, that egoic power focused on the outside. So as you're exploring and on your own journey, just reflect it. If you're feeling like you are out of power, like you don't have the choice, like you are disempowered in some way, maybe look around and see, is your center of power grounded in this egoic power based on what other people think about me and where I am in status and in culture? Or is this power actually connected to who I am, to the soul of my being, to the energy that is deep within me? Because trust me, I believe there is a very different life depending on where our power sits. And if we center our power on our being or on our doing. And I know that we're going to fluctuate, that we're not just going to completely turn off our ego and be like, I never want to have and achieve any external validation. That's not what I'm saying either. But where are you grounded? What is your center? Are you being fueled by that need to prove your worth and to prove that you deserve this power? Or is there a deeper knowing within you? And so even if you are somebody that's starting to maybe realize that I have been a little bit more motivated by this egoic power, maybe I can just look at that and start to say, what happens if I just connect within? And I know it's not always easy. I know sometimes it's really challenging. We're told we live in a society and a world in which we celebrate and give so much gratification to that external world. So it's a much quieter story. It's a much quieter being. It's a much quieter knowing when we connect to that energy that is within us and the power that sits there. So I feel like we might be talking about power a little bit more. It is something I am obsessed with. I'm so curious. I'm so interested in it. I love how it comes to life in our play as adults in the kink and BDSM space. I love reflecting on it as we look at our workplaces, as we look at our organizations, as we look at the family systems that we're a part of, and just understanding and seeing, like, where does our power sit? Am I primarily motivated by getting that external validation and proving that I have this power? Or am I motivated by a different energy, a different source? And just noticing how that alignment to that energy may shift how you show up in this world, the types of connections you have, and actually your entire perspective of what this world is. So let me know in the comments below if you like this video, if this makes sense to you, if you're like, oh yeah, I haven't been in my ego, or I am in my true power. So let me know if this is resonating, if this is making sense. Also, always love your likes, comments, shares, all of that. Thanks for helping with the algorithm. All right, my loves, I will see you soon. Subscribe to stay connected. Love you so much.